I just got the sickest electric dirt bike. This is the Kooz Mototech 72 volt. This is about the size of a 150cc dirt bike, and it definitely has the power. We have a 72 volt battery, 8,000 watts, peak power, 35 amp hours. There's a lot in this electric dirt bike that we have to ride and test today. And today we have a professional dirt bike rider here to test the bike actually. That way we can give this thing a proper test. There's not many differences from what you'd see on the gas dirt bike to this one right here. There's like a little gas cap area. We went ahead and put a little slap sticker on there, but this thing is actually really aesthetically good looking. One thing I noticed right away with this bike is the quality of a lot of the plugs and everything on here. The type of the battery, it has a very nice snapping plug too. And then to get it to lock on there, you kind of just, like that thing's not coming off. So it doesn't even have a headlight on it. This thing is strictly an off-road vehicle. We just finished building this thing and it showed up actually in a crate to our front door. So let's go back to when we first got this bike. That's right, this bike showed up in a massive crate to our front door. I was so excited when I saw this thing get delivered. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this thing right away. We're peeling this thing off to find a huge steel crate that this thing came in. This is like a real legit motorcycle right now. We pulled off the bubble wrap and we instantly saw how futuristic this bike is looking. It looks so sweet. I have had nothing like this in the garage yet. We have 8,000 watts in this machine. So let's get this thing unboxed so we can take this thing out to the dirt and see what it's all about. Here's everything that came with it. We have a whole toolkit which came with it, and of course our charger. Everything here to assemble the bike straight out of the crate that we could possibly need ourselves. Set the handlebars on so we can lift this thing off the crate and get it onto a bike stand to get our front wheel on, and now the bike is complete. Super easy to assemble. Slapping the handlebars on in the front wheel and bolting the shock is literally all we had to do, and now we could power this 8,000 watt 72 volt Kooz dirt bike on and take it for a test. This bike looks sick. We have our LCD screen here and a kill switch on this side and some big brakes. Let's go see what it's all about. Before we get more into our e-bike, we have to announce the winner from the last video. So in the last video, when we finally did the first ride on our runner, we announced that we are going to be giving away this mini bicycle pump, which the last winner never claimed. So we did a double up and give it to the next one, and we threw in a sweet MOPBOYZ t-shirt here. A lot of people were stoked on this t-shirt. So now it is time to choose a winner. We have our random comment generator here on an incognito tab. That way it doesn't have any history. Anything goes, no duplicates, includes replies. I had a lot of comments on there actually. I think it was like somewhere near 700. Yeah, 679 comments. Ready? Dun, dun, dun. We love your videos and I think you should buy a Yamaha Aerox. Really nice scooter. Given that homie suggested an Aerox, it sounds like he lives overseas. But you just want a bike pump and a MOPBOYZ t-shirt. So I'm gonna respond to your comment right now. I did say in the last video to put your Instagram in the comment, which he did not do. We're gonna go ahead and give him a shot. We're gonna respond to the comment right now. If he doesn't respond by next week's video, we are gonna be doubling it again and giving it to the next person. So, James Malvroff I1F, you have 7 days to respond. All right, so I just responded to homie's comment again, letting him know we won, so let's hope he responds. But that is all for the giveaway for now, so let's get into the video. All right, it is now time to test our Kooz 72 volt electric dirt bike. I think I'm gonna put this thing to the proper test on the trains that we're gonna take it on today, but I don't think I have all the riding capability that this bike is actually capable of. We're gonna be doing something pretty cool in this video, so stay tuned for that. When we get someone probably with a little bit more rider experience to put this thing to a proper test. One of the features that is coming on a lot of the electric bikes nowadays is these kill switches. They're usually on a leash, like a little tether. I took mine off. I feel experienced enough to not run this, but it is a nice feature. As you know, typically e-bikes come with a brake switch sensor, so you can't hit the gas and the brake at the same time. So as you can see, when I do hit the front brake here, there is a little indicator on the screen there with that exclamation point. So when I hit this, I can't do anything. And when I simply just unplugged the brake switch sensor, so now I can hit the gas and the brake at the same time. You might be wondering, why would I want that? I prefer it to feel more natural, especially when I do wheelies. So I have to be able to kind of hit the gas immediately and there'd be no delay when I hit the brakes. So same thing with this one, and we'll just unplug it, we'll be good to go. Oh yeah, we did it, boys. Let's go ride this thing. Today we brought the Mototech 72 volts out here to an FMX park because we're gonna have a professional dirt bike rider actually put this dirt bike to the test to see what this thing is truly about. Let's see what this Mototech is capable of.
Welcome to the Austin Winners Flipping Out FMX show!
Hey! How's she feeling though?
Electric is pretty fun. I like this. Yeah, Kooz is pretty cool. Go buy yourself a Kooz.
Now, in order to do the e-bike jump, we're gonna have to move this thing from about 75 feet to about 5 feet. Obviously, a 450cc dirt bike is a big difference from this one, but this is comparable to about a 150cc dirt bike. We want to leave it in a safe net where we're about 20 miles per hour when we're hitting it, 25, to get some torque still off the lip. All right, you might be able to make that.
You think I can make that?
That's still a pretty big gap. I think you got that. Me, on the other hand, I think I bit off more than I could chew thinking I was gonna hit this today, boys. In videos, I thought this thing was like 7, maybe 8 feet tall. The ramp itself is 9. This thing's about 15. This looks possible from this angle, but from that angle it looks crazier. You gotta add in this 8 feet or so right here of flat top. So you technically wanna land here, because if you land right here, you could...
25 feet if I can make it to the deck all the way.
To the landing. So 25 feet to the actual decline.
15, you're right there. I'm scared.
Test run. Oh, easy! Mototech passes on the FMX rider approval. Check it out. Heel clicker. Oh. Oh. I think it's safe to say that this bike definitely holds up to some true FMX riding here.
That was fucking wicked.
Are you good?
Yeah.
What happened?
I jumped it too far. I was going deep. So I had to ditch it. But it's on the GoPro, right?
Where'd you land at?
Down here.
All the way down there. Oh no, not the Kooz. Oh, she's seen better days. That's how it goes. Durability test.
That was gnarly.
You all right?
Yeah.
He said yeah.
Almost no, but I'm good.
All right, boys. The Mototech durability test. It's still running fine. The thing is still on. It's good, but she did get a little tweaked, so we gotta take it back to the garage.
She's tweaked there. That is a 13-footer.
Yeah.
13-foot drop.
13-foot drop, at least. I think besides the bars being bent, everything else is kind of just fixable.
It just has a little screw up.
Yeah, a little tweak to it. Front fender's a little tweaked. I think
Loosen it and tighten it. And
Yeah.
it'll literally realign.
Yeah, just gotta loosen everything and then we'll bring it back and we'll flip it.
Yeah, flip it. I guess I have to now.
Obviously, the Mototech has seen better days. One ditch off on that no-foot cam, off that kicker, and this thing got pretty wrecked. So right now we got some twisted front suspension. Actually, it kind of looks like you riding it around right now. Dude, I'm not even kidding. You just fixed the whole front end.
I know, because I just hit that massive jump.
Bars right here on this side are completely tweaked. Everything's kind of bent back and moved all crazy right now. I gotta loosen everything, move it around. But
See it on that side.
yeah, so pretty bent up, but Austin says he might have some spare bars for us. We're gonna throw those onto this thing and get this thing ready to ride again, because we still have some more testing to do. Those look like they'll be a little bit better too, if they're a little taller.
These are way better.
Oh, dude. He just went and rode it and it's like dialed now.
It just doinked back.
I know,
straight.
even the fender's kind of straight now. She definitely did a front flip.
She did a front
She
flip.
did a front flip because there's scratches on the
That's how
front.
that bar bent.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm surprised the throttle's still good then.
Surprised even the lever didn't
Yeah, the
break.
lever didn't snap, and when I picked it up, the lever was completely touching the grip, like all the way
Really?
on the ground. All the weight was on this. All right, we slapped some new handlebars on our Mototech 72-volt bike here, and we also just zip tied a headlight on because we're gonna go take this thing out now for a street test to see if it has the true top speed. We have the wheel diameter set exactly what it is, so the mile per hour should be completely accurate on here. We're gonna see if we truly hit that 56 mile per hour, but This thing is also not on an exact full charge. As you saw, we just did a bunch of jumping on this thing. So I may need to come back and see once we charge the battery, but we're gonna go take it out and see anyways. We're on the e-bikes right now, 72 volt versus 72 volt. I can't remember the exact watt that one has, but this one has 8,000. What you got? What you got? Let's see. Oh, 54. The 79 bike whooped me. We're hitting 54 right now, and this speedometer is actually accurate right now. So 54 mile per hour, not bad. We're on, I'd say probably 80% battery. It's not showing it on here. This one, the front brake did get a little messed up the other day, I'm not gonna lie. Austin was going crazy on the front brake on it, and it got really hot and then it started leaking. So we have been putting this Mototech through it a little bit. All right, let's hit a race right here after this car. Go. So this thing has so much torque off the line, but I think where it's run out right now is just our little bit of battery that's low. Then it starts catching me. They're pretty comparable. Right. We gotta get some dog food, boy. Hopefully we can carry a 50-pound bag of dog food on this bike right now. We have the dog food now. We just have to somehow get this home on the bike. So this shall be fun. Oh my God. Oh, huh? There goes the wheelie. Well, I'm gonna drop it off, then we'll go wheelie. This place just closes in 5 minutes. With the dog food. We out, boys. Even with the dog food, we got a 40-pound bag of dog food. We're hitting 50 miles per hour. 52. Okay. Oh, that thing is bright. Wow. Oh! Mototech bike wheelies. I don't know if you guys can see anything right now on the camera. It's so dark over here. This thing feels pretty sick. In general, like, this bike is like a really good size. I've always liked like 150s and stuff in general, so this thing feels pretty good. It's hitting 54, so we're 2 miles per hour under what they're saying. We're gonna charge the battery and really find out. How you doing, man? Damn, that's a little skate spot. That's a... Yeah, that's a sick little skate spot. Too bad there's yellow poles right here, because we could have totally hit that. Dude, what is that smell? Dude, we're cooked.
No way to get down.
We're cooked. What do we do? It's like the Austin Powers scene.
No, what are we gonna do?
We're trying to look for like a little urban moto jump, bro. We want to find something. We're obviously need something for the rookies. Sorry for the darkness too, boys. We ran out of daylight today. We had a crash happen, so kind of got a setback. Had to go back home and fix her. Oh! Dude, I was getting it on that one. Those ones go 55.
What type of voltage are better?
battery have?
72 volt.
Oh, shit.
You feel me? I was just trying, yeah. Whoa. Oh, I just hit like a power cut. Oh, we're only in second gear. We gotta turn her up. There we go. Wow, that was crazy. I mean, I wonder how long I was in second gear for. This thing's screaming right now.
You got battery, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty good. Oh, maybe I don't have that much battery. Damn. Whoops. 3 bars. Forgot to equate the battery. Forgot about that part. Yeah, we're half now. 3 bars, I think. Well, this will be the range test on it, I guess. I'm smoking the 79 bike though, and I'm about half my battery is gone now.
Wait to cross Jones at.
Yep. Rap, rap. Rap, rap. What up? All right, we are down to the last bit of battery we got on this bike. Let's see what else we can get into. Well, we got it to the top speed of 54. Now, I'm not sure. They said the top speed of the bike is 56, but it varies with rider weight. I'm about 170 pounds. It feels fast, that's for sure. It definitely has the torque, and this thing actually handles really well. As you saw, we had the homie Austin do some crazy stuff on this thing, and he said this thing held up way better than he thought. So he didn't even think he was gonna go that crazy on it.
Mototech Kooz 72v 8,000 watt.
After a ton of riding yesterday from both the FMX park and then when we took this bike out last night, we drained this battery completely. The only thing I wish it did say on this LCD monitor up here was if it showed the actual percentage, but I know that we were on the last little bit of battery we had on there, and we have a total of now 34 miles on there, and I think the range was 36 miles, they say the range was. So we pretty much almost got exactly what they say, and we didn't even run out yet. Here are our handlebars after the crash. So as you can see, they're very bent right here. They're actually to the point of almost cracking. They're like kind of like indented, and they have like a little lip on it. But that is pretty normal with handlebars. Usually these aluminum handlebars on any dirt bike, pretty much on any drop, you end up bending a set of handlebars. I'm actually impressed on how well this bike held up in general, because it's hard to tell from the crash footage on the GoPro, but basically he bailed, and when he bailed, the bike hit the bag first, and then he hit the bag. So when he hit the bag, he basically like catapulted the bike another 10 feet into the air, all the way onto the dirt, and it landed completely upside down on the handlebars. And as you can see up here, all the scratches that are straight up on the handlebars. It took a pretty hard crash on this side as well, and even here, and this whole screen moved all the way down. It didn't even break the plastic bracket that holds this little screen on. So a couple things got messed up. The number plate fell off, it popped right back in. Even the screw hole didn't break, nothing broke. And then the whole front end was actually twisted when we first crashed it, as you saw. But after Jay hopped on the bike and then rode it for a second, it kind of like realigned itself. It kind of came in after and loosened the triple tree, and then just kind of let everything reset and tighten it back up. And the thing is perfect. I rode it all night last night, and look, even the fender is still straight on. It's crazy how much this thing took of a slam and didn't even break the fender or even this back fender where it landed completely upside down as well. Under here, there's actually a nice support bar, which I was mentioning when we took it out the box, and I think that helped this a lot from snapping off. So very nice. Seat didn't rip, and we have so much more riding potential on this thing. This is definitely one of the funnest bikes I have gotten so far, And as you can tell from this video, we rode the absolute crap out of this thing. And we have even more to do because in the beginning of this video, I actually brought this bike into the garage and completely stripped this thing down to the frame because I want to see what controller was in that bike. But then I found out there was no way to plug in a Bluetooth dongle or tune it in any way that we have on our recent e-bike videos. That was until Kooz Motor actually emailed me yesterday morning. It was like they knew we were trying to mess with the bike in the garage because then they sent me this email saying that I hope you're enjoying the ride on your bike, but our bikes are actually fully adjustable to meet preferred riding style. If you'd like to tweak the settings, you can easily do that using our dedicated app to adjust the controller for your settings, speed, and powers. So now we just found out there is a whole app setup for this thing, and I was looking forever, spent hours online looking for everything, and this bike is still new, so I couldn't find much until this email, and that just saved us. Right here we have the MotoLink beta app testing. So this obviously could cause some damage on your electrical motors and batteries and everything like that when you do tune these things to get more potential out of them. But I really need to see if we can get more speed out of this thing, because right now we only hit 54 miles per hour at our top speed. This thing claims 56. So first thing we did was download this app called Test Flight using the barcode that they sent us, and that opened up a separate beta app, a Hobbywing MotoLink app. We open that app now, and we click to connect to Bluetooth, and bam. This might be easier than I thought, boys. Now, what in the world is start learning mean? To ensure wheel is lifted before learning. Whoa, that is crazy. 10 minutes? Holy crap. Oh, what the? Ryu, come over here, back up. This thing's gonna go insane, dog. What the hell's going on? Oh my. All right, that got crazy. Okay. Discovered a little bit of an issue, and that is that I do not speak Chinese. And on the app, I have the language set to English, but it still only shows everything in Chinese. I used ChatGPT to kind of come through here and translate it, and I figured out that this, was this one? This one. Oh man. Figured out that this one is all our restrictions for the gears. So down here, I upped our third gear to 120 kilometers, which is more than this bike is supposedly capable of. But let's see if now we can hit that top speed, because we were falling short of it before. We got this thing kind of maxed out. I think there's more tuning ability in here, but as far as I can find on the internet, I can't find anyone else that has tuned this bike yet. And I don't know anyone that's Chinese. So I ChatGPT here to translate everything and give us, going off our stats on the battery, the controller, etc., etc. This is what we're looking at. So we're going to turn this up to 110 amps on the battery current, and then our phase current, we're going to move to 340. I believe it's already at 340, but... And then 110 amps continuous? I'm not too sure, but let's go try it out and see if it's any different, boys. All right, boys. Let's see what top speed we're hitting after tuning. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but our GoPro mic had a mishap here, so it was not plugged into the mic in our helmet. We have a ton of wind noise in this clip, so I'm going to go ahead and do a voiceover. As you can tell, we have our phone on a GPS below to make sure the speed is accurate, which it was. And I'm very glad to see that the wheel diameter size that we set was accurate. So right now, we are hitting the top speed finally. We actually hit 57 miles per hour, and they claimed to hit 56. We were only hitting 54 before we tuned it. I couldn't tell if it's because when we were riding the other day, it was after we did all the FMX parks. We weren't on a full charge, but today we're on a full charge, and we are hitting 57 miles per hour.
I love the speed limit, but definitely feels torquier now after turning that amps up. I just think you kind of, once you get that top speed on electric, you kind of run out a little bit of that power. Oh my gosh! Woo! Unk almost took that dude out.
And we almost just saw that dude get taken out. But then we went for another full speed run and going against the wind this time just to see, and we still hit the 56 miles per hour that this bike was claiming. All right, so we just did the top speed on our Kooz 72-volt electric dirt bike here. We were able to hit the 56 miles per hour that they claimed that this bike hits straight out of the box. Now, I do believe there is a little bit more tuning available for this bike to see a little bit more top speed. I think we could probably hit closer to 60 miles per hour. I'm not too sure on all the tuning abilities yet for this until we find out more information before we fry this battery or this motor trying to mess with this. But overall, this bike is actually very impressive. Now, We just beat the absolute crap out of this bike. Not only throwing it off the jump and basically ditching the bike, but just seeing how much the suspension actually took a beating when my friend Austin was riding this on some of these FMX jumps, and I'm very impressed at how well this bike held up. I thought for sure when he crashed this thing that we were about to see snapped forks, bent front wheel. I thought all the fenders were gonna be destroyed, and I'm so impressed on how well this bike actually held up. Now, for the price that this thing is right below $3,000, you can't even get like a 110 Honda from a dealership now for like less than like $4,000, which is absolutely insane when this is like basically a full-size bike and a whole lot faster. I don't think this is really comparable to any of the other electric bikes that we recently reviewed on the channel, just because this is just so strictly a dirt bike. It's even kind of crazy that none of these bolts or anything snapped when that whole handlebar like bent right on this crease. So obviously some kind of quality parts here, and I really like how of a sleek design this is. As you can tell now, I went through here and basically stripped everything off the handlebars. So I took the kill switch off, and then I got rid of all the plugs for the brake sensors. So it really does feel like a dirt bike. And then down here, I really like that they kind of like hid the key back here behind the number plate. Keep it very aesthetically dirt bike feeling. Not just aesthetically, but look at the full-size tire that is on this thing. This is a full-size dirt bike tire, whereas these are still kind of more as like bicycle mountain bike tires. So, and nothing against e-bikes at all, but I always kind of thought that they felt a little weird on how you sit. If you notice, the middle of the axle for the back wheel is right here. Well, the end of the seat is way up here. You sit really far forward on these e-bikes. This is proportioned exactly how a dirt bike feels. So the back of the seat pretty much goes to the mid-axle. So you could slide off the seat and have that real kind of like tight suspension feel right over the back wheel, where these kind of always feel like a very weird stretch. That's kind of why I've never got good at wheeling these yet. I just never got comfortable with how far forward the seat fits. Now that is gonna do it for this video on our 72 volt, 8,000 watt Kooz bike here. I'm not sure what else we can really put this thing through more than just the regular riding now after the abuse it's seen in just this video alone. But I'm sure we'll have more to come with this bike once we figure out some more ways to squeeze a little bit more power out of this thing so we can make Austin backflip this. All right, that is gonna do it for this video, boys. Make sure you guys leave a like and comment on this video. And if you wanna grab a Kooz 72 volt electric dirt bike yourself, make sure you use the code MOPBOYZ. Save yourself $100 and you can check that link out in the description down below. That's gonna do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video.